Hi, welcome back to my channel. A brief recap. There are 5 characteristics that I think every man should possess to be considered a Renaissance man. Number 1, he must be well groomed. He must be well spoken, well mannered, well dressed, and have a well-rounded education. Now today I would like to talk about the first one, being well groomed. It's probably the easiest of the 5 characteristics to discuss and to think about. And perhaps the most cringeworthy, because you're going to say to yourself, oh, everybody knows to do this, or everybody knows not to do that. That's just not the case, unfortunately. Spend some time at a crowded airport, or a crowded mall, or a Walmart, and you'll quickly discover that, nope, not all men know about these things. So I don't know where you're starting from, where your starting point is. I'm going to assume that you need all the information. So I'm going to try to cover all the bases. And even though you may be already doing some of these things, please remember that not everyone knows this, and it's good information. All right, to be well groomed, you have to shower every day. Every day. So when you get up in the morning, before you go to school or go to work, you need to take a shower. You can take a shower before you go to bed if you like, but you need to shower every day. If you don't have a shower, a bath will work. If you don't have access to that, a sponge bath. Get some soap and water and a sponge and wash yourself down the best you can. But you need to do this every day. A Renaissance man is clean above all else. And remember that if you are working a job that might cause you to sweat, or if you're working out and it's causing you to sweat, or if you are in an area, work at a farm, for example, or a factory where there are a lot of smells, a lot of odors, that's going to get on you during the day. And so when you get home or before you go out, you need to take another shower. You won't smell yourself. You become desensitized to the odor. So you don't know that you smell like cow manure, but everyone around you knows it. So even though you can't smell it, you need to take a shower. All right, a Renaissance man is clean above all else. Deodorant and cologne. All right, you need to wear deodorant every day. Every day, you need to wear deodorant. Body odor is a terrible thing. Cologne. Cologne is a good thing. The French have been using cologne for hundreds of years to cover up odors. Cologne is a good thing, but it has to be done in moderation. You should only smell a man if you're hugging him or you're very close to him. So take your cologne, perhaps put some on each side of the neck, so that if you do hug someone, it had to be on one side or the other, they'll smell that, and it will smell good, they'll like that, or perhaps a little more. But if you smell like you've bathed in cologne, it's very off-putting. Again, you won't realize it, because you'll be desensitized to the smell, but people around you will hit them like a slap in the face. So use cologne, but in moderation. Hair, okay. So my cancer treatments have relieved me from the worry of keeping my hair combed and brushed, but I'm going to assume a lot of you are not bald. If that's the case, you need to keep your hair clean and styled, brushed or combed. Keep it clean every day, wash your hair every day, and talk to your barber or your stylist and try to find a hairstyle that looks good on you. And once you get that, keep it styled, keep it brushed and combed all the time. Besides your hair on your head, you'll also have hair in your nose and in your ears. Those are both bad things. So if you have a lot of ear hair or a lot of nose hair, the people you're talking about will see that and focus on pretty much nothing else. So you might be talking, but they're not listening. They're looking at your nose hair or your ear hair. Oh, it's a terrible thing. Again, people probably won't say anything because they're too polite, but you have to make sure that you trim your ear hair and your nose hair whenever it's necessary. If you have a beard or a goatee, it should be groomed, well trimmed and groomed, and not wild. Again, those are things that a Renaissance man just wouldn't do. So keep those things in mind. Let's talk about your teeth. All right, so your teeth should be white, they should be straight, and you should have a beautiful smile. Well, that's not always possible, is it? In my case, the chemo was very hard on my teeth, so I'm spending a lot of time and a lot of money to get my smile back to something that's acceptable. If you see someone who has crooked teeth or missing teeth, don't make fun of them. It's an easy thing to do, I realize, but don't make fun of them. You may not know this, but even if you have a good health insurance, the dental part of that health insurance is usually not great. And of course, a lot of people have no insurance at all. And getting braces or caps or bridges, that kind of dental work is very, very expensive. Some people simply cannot afford it. So if you see someone that has those things, be kind, be nice, and they know it. They look at themselves in the mirror every day. They know they have missing teeth or crooked teeth. So just try to be nice and be kind to them. That's the best way to handle that. Do you have bad breath? You probably do. If you smoke cigarettes, you have bad breath. If you drink coffee, you have bad breath. If you eat spicy foods, you have bad breath. Assume you have bad breath. That's the safest thing. So assuming you have bad breath, brush your teeth often as you can. That really helps with that. Use a mouthwash. That helps a lot. If it's not a bad idea to carry breath mints around either. Of course, there's that old saying, if someone offers you a breath mint, take it, because you probably need it. So carry your own around too, and periodically during the day, pop one in your mouth and make sure you have a good smelling breath. So bad breath, people won't tell you, but it will really put them off, and they'll try to avoid you if you always have bad breath. So again, think about that and take care of that. All right. I also would like to talk about a few comments that I had on the first video. First of all, most of the comments were really nice. People were quite kind, and I appreciate that. Should women watch my videos? Absolutely. If you are a woman that's dating, this will help inform you, help teach you what you should expect from this person you're dating, this man that you're dating, how he should look, how he should smell, how he should treat you, which we'll really cover when we talk about manners. But this will give you an idea of how you should be treated, and that's what you should be looking for in a man. So if you've got one that does these things, you've got a good one. So if you're already married or have just a significant other, you can use these videos to help that relationship. You might suggest to your spouse that he watch these videos and learn from them. That would be very helpful. Or you might just, in a kind way, suggest a few things. Honey, I understand that a gentleman opens doors for a lady. It'd really be nice if you would do that for me. And that'll probably work. Your husband or your significant other will probably go along with that, because he wants to be nice. He wants to act like a gentleman if he loves you. So, of course, it's all about your approach, right? So you don't say, you're a loser. You're a loser because you don't open my door. You're a loser. Well, that's not going to help you at all. That's not going to fix the problem. You're going to catch more flies with honey, so be kind, be nice, and make these suggestions in that way. And perhaps you can turn your man into a Renaissance man. Wouldn't that be great? Okay, race. Okay, I'm a little white guy. I've always been one, and I'll always be one. So there's a lot of things I don't know about other cultures and other races. So you're going to have to take on that responsibility for yourself. If I talk about something, wearing a tie, for example, if I show you how to tie a tie, and no one that you know wears a tie because it's not part of your culture, then don't wear a tie. The best thing to do is to look at the men in your culture or of your race that are successful, perhaps a successful businessman, perhaps a doctor, a priest or an imam, and see how they dress. That's a good way to go. Will give you some really good ideas of how you might dress, how you might act, how you might look, how you might talk. So please adjust anything I tell you to fit with your race and culture. I cannot be much help to you there. I just don't have that experience. Okay, so listen, I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I still intend to produce about one a week. So if you'd like to see the next one and go on this journey with me, then please hit the subscribe button. If you want to hit like, that would be great. Send me any comments that you might have, particularly constructive ones. I always like that. Otherwise, have a good day and God bless.